Hello guys and gals of the internet, Sword here, thanks for dropping by, and it is day 19 of Vlogmas. So, like I said yesterday, I just got back home from my first semester of college, so I thought for this second video that I'm making, why not talk about things that I love about college? So here are 9 things that I love about college. So the first thing is how specific classes can get, especially compared to high school. Because I mean, you still have your general classes, English, math, social studies, all that, but you also have some really specific ones like World Heritage Sites, African drumming, intro to weather and climate, and all sorts of things like that. So it's really cool to be able to dive into a really specific subject for a semester. The second thing is being able to meet new people, especially types of people that maybe you haven't met before. Coming from a small town, there isn't a terrible amount of variety in the types of people who are here, but once I got to Athens, I realized that there's so many different personality types and lifestyles. I mean, I knew that they were out there, but I'd never experienced them and met these kinds of people face to face before, so that's really cool. And also, for me personally, I finally got to meet some vegans who weren't in my family, and that has to be about the coolest thing ever for me. I don't know about you, but for me, it was awesome. Third thing is meeting famous people. Now, I don't know how it is at your college or university, but at UGA there are actually a lot of opportunities to meet famous people. This semester alone, I met Jackie Cruz from Orange is the New Black, Rusty Clanton, and Tessa Violet. Their YouTube channels are gonna be in the doobly-doo because they are awesome. And I also met Rich Roll. Now, if for you guys who are in the vegan community, you probably already know about him, but if you don't, he is this ultra marathon runner and vegan activist and podcaster and all around pretty awesome dude. So as you can see, I got to meet some really cool people that I wouldn't have been able to meet otherwise. Fourth awesome thing about college is being on a beautiful campus. Now, that also means having to walk around a lot more because it is big and beautiful, and it's also hilly, which means walking up hills. But regardless, it is absolutely gorgeous and I love that. Fifth thing is that since it was my first semester, this was a new town to explore. I've absolutely fallen in love with Athens, especially Normal Town with Prince Avenue and the scene on there. It's just really cool. Like I talked about before with meeting new people, I get to meet these new places and restaurants and stores, and it's really awesome. So the sixth awesome thing about being in college is having the freedom to basically have your own schedule, including the fact that you can stay out later than you were able to back in high school with curfews and all that kind of thing. And so I've definitely, not every night, but a couple of nights, I've taken advantage of the fact that I can stay out. And it's been really cool. Now, before you get the wrong idea, I wasn't out partying. Well, technically I was, but it was over at an animal sanctuary and we were just chilling out over at a bonfire, and it was a really cool experience without the regret later. So the seventh thing I love about being in college is all these new opportunities I get. Like I mentioned before, meeting all these new people, but also being able to do a lot of cool things. One thing specifically I was able to start doing this semester is work for a student magazine, and I've absolutely fallen in love with doing this work, and it just helps me realize even more so that I love the career I'm going towards. The eighth thing that's awesome about college is you really get to figure out your strengths and weaknesses because everything is magnified. So if you aren't that good at math's gonna be a bigger struggle, but if you're awesome at English, then that's also really going to shine through. I think it's amazing to get this opportunity to really hone in and see what you're good at and what you're not. And the ninth thing I love about college, and for some people this would be the most important thing, is buffets for days. There is this unlimited access to food if you were on the meal plan, and for UGA it is pretty awesome. I mean, as a vegan, I don't get as many options as an omnivore would, but still, the food that they have there for me, it's pretty good. Now, I mean, there are times when I would rather eat outside of the campus dining halls, but for the most part, it is pretty awesome that you pay once a year and then you get access to as much food as you want. That is amazing. So those are 9 things that I love about college. If you are at college, university, leave a comment down below and let me know what are some things that you love about your college, because I would love to hear that. And if you're in high school, what are some questions you have about college, or just things that you hopes or expectations or whatever? Leave a comment down in the description. So that is all for now. Make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And till next time, stay festive, my friends.